You'd think NBA players eat healthy, but Dwight Howard's diet nearly got him killed. Back in 2004 when Dwight was first drafted, even though he was a pro NBA player, he was just like any other 18-year-old kid. He didn't care about eating healthy, and behind the scenes, he was hooked on sugar.
As I got older, it just kept going. I just started to love Skittles, and all I wanted was Skittles, 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 and Starburst, and then I just, I couldn't stop.
But by 2012, what seemed like a harmless sweet tooth turned into a deadly addiction. Because while playing for the Lakers, Dwight was downing over 840 grams of sugar a day. That's 11 times more than the average American. 11. And all of that candy was killing Dwight from the inside out. His stomach was inflamed, he was constantly getting injured, and worst of all, he was losing feeling in his body.
Even sitting down in this chair right now, it's causing my legs to go numb and, just have this tingly sensation all the way down my legs. So that happens when I'm playing. That happens, when I'm just sitting on the bench for a couple minutes, and it's not easy.
This was a telltale sign of type 2 diabetes. So Dwight called up a Lakers physician for some advice. When she learned about Dwight's candy addiction, she was horrified, telling Dwight that if he didn't drop the habit, he might not only lose his NBA career, but he could lose his life. And when Dwight heard that, he knew what had to be done.
I want to live for a long time. And I told myself I was going to have to change up what I eat, what I drink. And, once I did that, it was just like, okay, this is simple. And I got rid of all the candy. And I was like, I can't do this no more.
Now, Dwight may have needed to switch his diet up, but he's not alone. Because we almost lost the Diesel, all because of his diet. See, in early 2020, Shaq was at rock bottom. He was dealing with the tragic passing of his sister Aisha, his best friend Kobe Bryant, and 28 other close friends. 28. So to cope with his pain, Shaq turned to the only thing that brought him comfort: food, and lots of it. From late night sandwich runs to cookies and cake, Shaq was drowning his sorrows in calories. And after just a few months of binge eating, the scale started to tip, as eventually, he reached his heaviest weight ever, 415 pounds. By mid-2020, Shaq was in the worst shape of his life, helplessly eating himself to death. But one conversation changed everything.
So I did something I've never did before. I went to a doctor, and the doctor used that 3-letter word that you never want to hear. Said, "Do you want to die?" I said, "No, I don't want to die." I said, you gotta change some things up. I have sleep apnea and it causes a whole bunch of other problems, so now I sleep with a CPAP machine. But